Hello guys and welcome to another day with Zimaleta. My name is Serge and thank you so much for tuning in and spending your time with me today. I truly want to thank you because I've been having a lot of you guys watch my channel and subscribing and stuff like that, and I want you guys to know I am really dedicating in helping all of my viewers solve their sprinter problems and help answer some expedite questions and show how to be a little bit successful in their lives by applying maybe some of my strategies and techniques what really helped me. But in this video, we're going to be talking about the 3.0 liter diesel engine and the plans for 2012 Sprinter and kind of like what's going on like right now. Okay, so let's begin. I know for probably 2 years now, because I know that for a fact, because in 2013 I bought, no, that doesn't, excuse me, ooh, wow, that's like way back there. 2013. What? Man, how years fly. Okay. In 2018, I believe, maybe it was a 17, I bought a 2012 Sprinter van and I got it for like a pretty good deal. I paid $4,600 for that Sprinter. And that Sprinter engine was locked up. Okay. So I got it and I kind of thought, you know what? I could make a project and I could put a 2.7 liter diesel engine in it and stuff like that, and I was going to do it. I have some plans and how I'm going to do that and stuff like that, and until now I was still going to go with that plan. But recently I did some work for one of my customers, and now he's a friend of mine. His name's Mark, and he had a couple engines in his shop and he sold them to me. So my plans immediately, changed a little bit. I kind of, see that it's a no-brainer. I got two 3.0 liter diesels. Now I totally have 3 engines. So I'm kind of thinking, you know what? Let's make this thing work. As a matter of fact, here's what I'm thinking, okay? This is going to be a much bigger topic. This is going to be something that's a little bit more, actually, that people are going to be happy to see. And we still will do that conversion. I own 8 Sprinter vans. Don't you think I'm gonna buy another one and then just do that conversion on? But finding out some new rules and stuff like that, probably gonna buy like a 2007 and pop like a 2006 liter, 2006 engine in there, because they basically have the same kind of stuff. I could leave the particulate filter there, not breaking any rules or regulations, and I could take a 2006 engine that has an EGR and a catalytic converter and stick it in that van and not break any rules. So that's going to happen. But a lot of people are having 3.0 liter diesel engines, and a lot of them are high mileage, because the one that I have, even though it's a few years old, it's a 2012, but it's got 550,000 miles on it, and the engine is locked up. Okay? So we have another engine that I bought, which is a runner, but it's making a knocking sound. I didn't hear the engine, so I don't know what kind of knocking sounds it's making. I'm guessing it's probably a fuel injector knock, which is sometimes a common type of knock to be hearing. Now, I do have a way to test it if that's a fuel injector. I just recently bought a tester for like 35 bucks. I'm going to link it down in the description below. It's going to allow me to test the fuel injectors and their downflow and stuff from the fuel return line, and allow me to see which injector is having an issue. So I could just take that, replace it, and I know what you're thinking. You got to program those injectors. That's true. I do own SDS, Star Diagnostic System. Excuse me, guys. My throat is beginning to be dry. This is the 3rd video in a row, as you can tell. Same shirt. So basically, man, I lost track. What the heck? But anyways, I have a Star Diagnostic System, and I can program the fuel injectors. I could actually, force the particular diesel filter, to regenerate, to self-regenerate. I could force it to do that if I need to. So if you guys need that done, let me know. I could do it to yours. I've been servicing other people's vehicles. Actually, this year I serviced a lot of NCV3s. Serviced 2008, 7s, and 9 this year, and a bunch of T1Ns. So, excuse me. So that's been kind of good. That's been profitable to me, and I was actually spending a lot of time with my viewers that watching my channel, and we had a good time. and they're all happy with the results with what I did. We did a lot of different stuff. It's like You've seen those videos probably, and I'm going to continue working on people's vehicles. Oh yes, and I do want to mention this before it gets too long. I do live in America, I do live in South Carolina, and I am in Lancaster, South Carolina. So why am I mentioning that? Because some of my videos, they look like they have European vehicles on there, and it's true because I needed to find some sprinters that would match my stuff that I'm doing, and I don't want it to all look the same. So I've used some of those pictures and they look like from Europe because I'm a sprinter enthusiast. I own sprinters for the past 14 years. I'm going to continue on owning them. I love sprinter vans. So I enjoy them. I don't care if it's a T1N or I don't care if it's an NCV3. I like them all the same. As a matter of fact, my first sprinter was NCV3 2007 model. I put myself 550,000 miles on it. And I didn't have any major issues. I did have a lot of issues, which I did resolve. But some of the issues that I'm seeing with these engines, that what I want to talk about in this video, is going to be of some interest to you guys. Firstly, I do want to say this. I am taking apart one 3.0 liter diesel engine that is locked up to find out what's wrong with it. I'm almost done taking it apart completely. I have another 2012 engine that's locked up. I'm going to be taking that engine apart because I want to see what's going on. And then of course the 2008 engine that I have, that's a runner, that's actually what we're going to install in 2012. So without really just going all over the place. But here's what I noticed, guys, right off the bat, okay? This engine that is locked up that I got is missing an oil pan, okay? So I cannot test the oil and see what does it have. It doesn't have any water, it doesn't have any metal shavings or anything. I can't test it because it's not there. Okay, and probably it's the reason that it's not there. Maybe somebody wanted to see if the main bearings are possibly locked, which can happen. Guys, I kind of thought that's probably what's wrong. Main bearings locked, and I kind of thought that's probably the issue with the 2012 that I have too. But you know what? I don't think that's the issue anymore. I actually see that it's much worse. Now, I've taken apart now a lot of stuff in this engine, okay? I'm at the point where I gotta remove the heads now. All the injectors out, the injector covers are out. I'm at the camshaft. The camshafts are removed. I gotta pull the heads now. But guys, when I actually removed the exhaust manifolds, they're full with water. I probably poured out 1.5 quarts of water, and there shouldn't be any water in there. These engines were not like outside or something to get water in them and stuff like that. That water was in there, and it's kind of like an antifreeze type of water. So I do believe what has happened with this engine, this is a theory right now. I do think that I'm going to have a conclusion. I do believe the oil cooler gasket has failed and the radiator fluid mixed with the oil. And that's that water actually went probably into the actual cylinders and stuff like that, because the water is exiting out of the exhaust manifold. So it was a pretty bad leak, and what happened is the engine hydrolocked. So that's what happened. It hydrolocked because oil was trying to lubricate the pistons. Water got in there probably at first a little bit, which was probably causing somewhat of an explosion, and maybe making the engine run a little better. And then until one day it's like hydrolock, boom, locked up, finished. And I believe that engine has like 270,000 miles on it, which leads me to believe that, man, this problem is quite common, and possibly a lot of people are having this issue now. And most likely, there's not a lot of good news as of yet, but most likely people are going to need to rebuild this engine, you know, if they have one like that, and it's not going to be cheap. So I am kind of new to this engine, even though I wasn't back in 2007, but I never, like, you know, took the engine apart. You know, I serviced it on outside, I tried to do all the diagnostics and made my vehicle run pretty good, you know. So my goal is to teach myself, firstly, by just diving in and just being very observative. That's actually been serving me pretty well. Just being very observative when it comes to engines or whatever I do, and just seeing kind of like what happens. Also, you will be seeing my boys in the video. I really am a family guy. I enjoy my two boys that I have. I love them to death. They're going to be in a lot of my videos. I really enjoy spending time with them. This has been a blessing to be home and to work on stuff together, because they have interest in mechanics just like I do, and in building just like I do. So they're basically like little me's, you know. And it's a little scary sometimes because, man, they really got that energy that I got, man. They're just diving in, they're just taking stuff apart. Like I'm like almost like, hey, stop boys, stop, let's slow down, let's talk about this, you know, like, because they're just like really like that, but let's not waste time, let's just do this, you know. It's cool, it's really cool, you know. So basically I'm teaching them about this kind of stuff, and you know, I will be building a shop that I mentioned in this video. I will be building a shop this year because I do want to service more of people's sprinters. I do want to rebuild some engines. I want to work on some interesting sprinter projects, and that is all coming. And my boys are going to be helping me, you know, with that kind of stuff. I have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old, and this year they're going to be 9 and 6. And before you know it, they're going to be 10 next year. And it's like on and on and on. Before you know it, 8 years going to be up. And, you know, I have 16-year-old running around, or an 18-year-old another 10 years, you know. So it's going to be really awesome. So I'm going to be training both of them on the same level. You know, I got all the tools and stuff to do it. So I am training them with that. And I think it's going to be quite interesting. It's going to be fun. They're going to be just helping me with stuff. And it only makes sense to get the shop going because once I open it up, you know, for business, they're going to be working on a lot of these sprinters, and they're going to know exactly what they're doing. They're so smart. Like, I'm just like so stoked that I have my boys, and I hope they're watching this sometime in the future and like saying, you know what, Dad really cares. But I always tell them that I love them all the time. I said, boys, what, Dad? I love you. We know. You keep telling us that, like, you know, they know. But I want to make sure that they know they are loved. I care for them, and I really, like, I just want to give to them as much as possible. Like, I just want to give them all my knowledge, and I want them to grow with that and just be better than me, you know. So I don't care about that, you know. So I think in the future, they're going to be the ones that's running that shop, you know. They're going to be really good, you know. I didn't have much guidance when I was growing up. I just knew I like engines, and when I, you know, when I was in high school, I owned my own cars. I was always wrenching on my own cars, and I took an automotive class. I learned a lot about cars there, and because I was drawing cars. I'm just a car guy, and it's just like I like that kind of stuff, you know. Diesels was something new that I taught myself over the years because I've owned sprinters for like 14 years now. And my boys grew up around sprinters, so they think this is the best vehicle ever. Like, you know, they've really like been like somehow brainwashed to think sprinters like the best. Like, you couldn't tell them otherwise. They're like, yeah, this is the best vehicle, you know. They love it. They love sprinters. But anyways, guys, this feels like I'm getting a little bit off topic, but I'm getting excited. I really love my family, and now we have a new addition. We have a little Vanessa that was born. She joined us May the 18th. My birthday is May the 26th. So that was my birthday gift. So that's really awesome, you know. So, man, we're excited. Like, we have a family of 5 now. So that means a lot more work for me, a lot more for my wife, and I need to make a lot more money. So I got to get the show on the road, you know. So I got to get my shop built together. I got to list more parts. My boys are helping me taking stuff apart now. So there's going to be a time where I'm going to be, like, taking stuff apart. And they're going to be taking stuff apart. I might be listing, or they might be listing stuff and taking pictures, and it's going to be really great, you know. But that being said, I guess let's get back to the engines, and hopefully I know what to talk about, because a lot of stuff that I talk about, it's like really like not planned. It's raw content, you know, as you can see. But guys, I'm really excited to teach you guys and share with you guys like what I know about these engines, okay? Because I'm going to continue learning more and more and more. And whenever I install the 2008 Sprinter, my 2012 Sprinter, that's going to become my daily driver. We're going to be traveling with that. We're going to take a lot of trips with it and stuff like that. So we will be having a lot of breakdowns. That's just the nature of the beast with these sprinters, okay? So that means more videos, more videos, more videos, more videos, more videos. That's going to be insightful in teaching you guys like exactly what to do. What does it really take to fix some of this stuff? And of course, I'm going to look at possibly doing some modifications, like removing the swirl valves. Of course, I'm going to be deleting the DEF fluid type of thing. I can't even delete all the other systems because I'm going to have a computer that's that I could buy already. I'm just not ready right now. It's not the time for me to get it because I just got all this other stuff going on. But as soon as I get the engine in my vehicle and stuff like that, I'm gonna get that computer and I'm gonna do some programming. I'm gonna reprogram everything to how I like it, and it's gonna be real cool. And I think it's going to be really helpful to a lot of you guys because technically, that right there will allow me to like delete your current computer software on it. You know, not that scary, but load you new software. That means you could say goodbye to those DEF start codes, which you need a special way to do it. Like you have to pay somebody to like connect. I would have to pay somebody if I use my star diagnostic system to try to delete those codes. I actually would have to pay for that service to try to get it done. But if you completely rewrite the computer, well, that's different. That's actually what I'm going to be doing. Just doing some modifications, off-road use only, you know. But that's gonna be really cool. So I actually think this type of content with the 3.0 liter diesels will be helpful to a lot of people, and I'm all about sharing and helping the people. The only problem is I'm kind of thinking, you know what, I'm gonna build the shop and stuff, and I share so much information even from the beginning. I'm thinking there's no way I'm gonna get people in the door because I share so much information. I give it away, you know. I've had people sometimes made fun of me, like, isn't that the guy that just gives the information away? It's like $1 million knowledge, you know, and not a joke. That's what they are. I had actually shops that was watching my content, well, before the shops, people that was watching my content, and they open up their own shops, and they're making a lot of money, and I'm not, because they opened it up using my own content to fix those sprinters that they get in the door. As a matter of fact, some of them still call me, and they ask me questions about certain vehicles that come in, and they don't know what to do with them. And I talk to them about that. I do some consulting. But not everybody is, of course, excited about, you know, paying the consultation fee, but nobody complained. You know, I'm pretty sure people don't want it, but I do charge because it is my time. So, so that's kind of cool. But guys, I don't want to drag this video out longer. I do want to say, guys, that vehicle is coming. But here's some of the things that I'm going to be doing. I already poured the concrete pad that I'm going to be working to install the engine in. So I already have that. I already have the engines in place, ready to go in. Right now I'm working on one project that it's almost complete. It's a Nissan Rogue. I just removed all the interior from inside. I pressure washed everything, and I'm going to put everything back. And that car is going to be pretty much good to go, and it's going to go for sale. And then I'm going to bring in that Sprinter. I'm gonna have to tow it down. I'm gonna have to first pull the engine and leave it at the bottom, make that vehicle as light as possible, because I'm gonna end up having to pull that Sprinter uphill using my Sprinter, maybe pulling it with some kind of chain. Well, I have one, like really heavy duty one. So I'm gonna have my wife help me and drive my Sprinter while she's pulling me driving backwards. So that's gonna be interesting, you know, like backing up all the way on top of my hill, because it's pretty much not gonna have an engine in it. And then I'm gonna, like, on its own power, I'm gonna try to make it inside of my little driveway, and you know, hopefully could do that on one take, and then you know, to be able to just go ahead and actually install that engine in it, because the engine is already gonna be out. So I'm gonna work on installing the 2008 engine in. So that's upcoming. I'm not gonna set any dates because I don't want to, you know, leave you guys with some expectations, stuff like that. But also, I am working with some brands again, and I will be making some unboxing videos. I enjoy making them and sharing my honest opinion, and I do get paid from those, which is fun. So I like to get paid, and I like to get free products. So I'm going to be doing some of that stuff too. Don't feel bad, but I got to make money. You know, I am at home here, and I'm trying to make money every which way. Not every day that something sells on eBay. So if I could get like something, you know, like for instance, like one day I'm getting like a free product, or like I'm getting paid to promote it. Another day I'm selling stuff on eBay. It's just keeping me, you know, busy and keeping a ball rolling. So I'm multitasking a lot of stuff. Like when I first started like selling on eBay, I was so busy for a few weeks that I thought, you know what? How am I ever going to get to any of these car projects? I can't do that and do eBay at the same time. I was kidding myself. But then I realized, you know what? I'm not really listing items every day. Some days I'm just shipping items. Some days I'm like doing this. So I kind of thought, you know what? On days that, for instance, something hasn't sold, I could be outside working on a car, working on a car project, like, you know, sprinter projects, stuff like that, to fill that day up with something productive. So I wanted to do that. And I noticed that I'm like managing all this stuff, and then I'm getting customer vehicles coming in. So I'm able to work around that. Like, everything is around my schedule. However, it's hurting my YouTube channel a little bit because it's making it to the point where I cannot produce videos every day. And partly it's because it's a lot of work, creating a YouTube channel. And I still have to drive to Verizon store like 10 miles away to upload all my videos to the channel. But because I stopped producing motivational videos and unboxing videos and videos where I just like talk to you guys like this, it really slowed me down, because I could come in here just like I did today. This is a third video that I'm making, so I knocked 3 videos out. That's good for the next 3 days. I could continue working on my other work while videos are still coming out. Also, let's say like I'm working on a Nissan Rogue that day, I'm not doing anything else, right? So I feel that, hey, those videos should come here as well. Like, I started like putting this stuff on other channel, but then I'm all over the place and I don't have no time for nothing, you know? So I'm kind of thinking, you know, I want it to be where whatever I'm working on or whatever I'm thinking about, and just being me with you guys, just being honest with you guys, and just showing you guys what I do, and share tips and ideas, and collaborate with you guys on, you know, different type of ideas, because we are all like-minded people here. I'm just like you all, you know, and I just want to be able to just do this kind of stuff, just be me, and hopefully you guys will just watch all my content that I produce, because guys, I try very hard on all of my videos and stuff like that, and for the most part I keep them raw and uncut, and I'm just giving you guys me, like as a friend, talking to you guys right here. This is probably why you're getting that, like, you feel that I'm talking to you guys. I'm not talking to some camera, and that's what I'm about, because I'm doing this channel not only for me, but for like-minded people, which I think you guys are like part of the same family. And you know, and I'm talking to you guys. You're just my friends. You're all over the place, and it really feels awesome, because you know, a lot of you guys, you find me and sometimes you stop by because you're here in the area, and sometimes you guys get some parts, sometimes you have me look in your vehicle. So it's really interesting life now, you know, with all that stuff. So I'm going to now just continue just being myself, just continue producing whatever I could produce, you know, content, stuff like that, and just not really worry about this video probably not gonna be liked because, oh, it's an unboxing video, it's not like a sprinter video. But that video is making me happy because I'm producing something I like. I actually want to get good at promoting products, not just like to my viewers, you know. That's not like the main idea. This is a good way for me to practice for the future, because I would like to be able to learn how to do that good enough, and maybe, who knows, I'll become good enough to where I could shoot like mini commercials and sell them to, let's say, like to some brands, and they do whatever they want with it, you know, and I'm gonna get paid from it, you know. I really like that. It's like, why not? I've been acquiring gear, like I've got expensive gear to do this kind of stuff, and why not make some money with that gear? You know, it's not only about like wrenching away at something, but you know, I also need money. So, you know, and I don't like to spend money and stuff. I just like to get stuff for free if I can, because that stretches my dollar further, especially now. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care of yourself. God bless you. I hope you guys subscribe, and I hope you guys will come back and see some of my other videos. Take care of yourself, guys, and know one thing, I care about you guys. Please feel free to ask me questions in the comments below. I will try to get to you. If you write a letter like this, most likely I'm not going to be able to read that, especially if it's in an email. You know, it's really difficult to try to read. But really quick, short comments, I could reply to those quickly. However, if you do have a sprinter issue and it's like something major is going on, put as much detail as possible. When it's sprinter related, put down everything. Like, don't really cut it short. Like, any kind of information, what's going on, how you started. Like, just pretend I am not there, and whoever else is reading, they're not there. If they were there, what would they see? what would they smell, what would they hear, and what's actually going on when you're actually doing something. Like if you're starting the vehicle up, you know, like let me know, like is your starter spinning, is your van starting, are you able to drive the van, how fast are you able to drive it, you know, all those things. Because a lot of times people say, you know what, I have this problem, I have a limp mode, what's going on, you know. I don't have a lot to go on, and if I can't help and answer that question soon enough, because I try to answer everybody, you guys notice that I always hit a like to every single comment, and I always hit a love to every single comment, because I love you guys and I really care about you guys, and I want you to know I've seen you comment. I personally clicked on it, I read it, I responded, and I hit likes for you guys, you know, to feel happy, and that's me being genuinely me. So a lot of my viewers, they're really cool. Like, for instance, some stand out, like Dimitri. He's been really a heavy contributor on my channel. He just goes and reads people questions, he responds, and he looks up people's codes, and he comes back and he tries to really help people out. So he's really cool like that, you know. I used to do that too. Well, I still do that, but whenever I have more time, I just sit there, and sometimes I respond with letters this big in the comment section, letting you know how to fix something. But, you know, it's hard to find time for everything because I'm doing a lot of different stuff, and there's a moth flying right here at me. But anyways, guys, somehow I end up stretching this video a little longer. But thank you for watching, guys. Take care of yourself, and God bless you, and see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.